keeping people on schedule. You gotta love him.
He's the busiest man out there. You know how many servers go live all the time?
It's because of him. He's like, all right, we're spinning them up. Here we go. Everyone get on the bus. Time to go. So what we've seen based off of EU games, Loot Lake right off the bat, hot zone. Easy to make rotations from.
I wouldn't call it hot zone.
I mean, look at this. You got 3 players already there.
Two.
There's 3.
There's 2, and there's 1 hanging out, looking out.
Nah, he's gonna go there. Is that 4th person also?
He's thinking about it. Till the towers, we saw like 6 every game.
Yeah, man.
We see 5 right now. A lot of people going for the long fly out to paradise.
There's also those new spots. You see those purple things on the minimap? Those
Purple
are corrupted zones. That's where you'll find those shadow spoopy stones, if you will.
Spoopy stones and a bunch of chests.
And there's actually like so many chests. It's crazy. But right off the bat, we are starting with Crafties, who is in Retail World. Dude, Retail, it's popping off right now. Look at that. Diving into the truck, finding the chests right away. And this is also Viking Village. Looks like we got 2 players here. There's looks like there's action kind of all over the place. Actually, the only thing that's not really getting action looks like Gus. That's weird. Normally the racetrack gets a ton of action, but look at this. Crafty looking to box right now. He's going up against the likes of Golden.
The long flight was worth it. The circle has Paradise Palms and Wailing Woods in it.
Oh, he boogie bombed himself.
I thought he at least got them both, and at that point I think Crafty's just decided to walk off that one. Gold glove getting that elim.
Man, and now he's fighting against the likes of High Distortion. I was gonna say, that's not the guy you want to start the game fighting.
Definitely
that's not it.
Daquan.
Whoa, Daquan versus Ghost Saf. 2 Titans about to clash. Who will walk away the victor? It's Daquan. Wow. That was huge. I mean, you basically wipe another player off the board early, right? You say, look, man, if 2 of us have to clash, it's going to be me. You got to wait. You got to go back to the lobby, try again next time. Day, though. Woo.
Oh, that's... Clearly we missed out on some damage being dealt. That guy just came and decided to clean things up. Janitorial service.
He said, time to go. Back to the lobby with you. And now we see near here Retail Row, Liquid 72 hours. You know, I'm a big fan of Liquid 72 hours. He's a really nice dude. I got to meet him at PAX, and he was just super friendly toward me, genuine guy. Just like, hey man, how you doing? I was like, oh, stop. You're popular. I'm not. Just hi. How's it going?
You got in fandom there, or stardom?
I did. I won't lie to you. That's what happened. Also, with Season 6, if you haven't had time to look at the back blink coming out on Calamity. She's got a little chameleon. That's Camo the chameleon. We also have Bonesy, the little doge. And finally, we've got Scales, the little dragon. And look, she's jumping, and look at, he's like hopping in and out of the backpack. That's a real thing, dude. They react to everything you do in the game.
That's a real thing. It's not real, but it's real.
It's a real thing. Look at him. He's so excited. But back over, we see High Distortion still there. Dr. Lupo as well is here. Jumpman and TM Freezy. And now High Distortion has already eliminated 1 player. So now the question is, does he just go full send, right? Does he like hunt down everyone? Do you think he's just gotta bide his little time?
I mean, he knows he's got a fair amount of people here, right? Checking a quick replay.
Nick, A30, he's trying to take down Day, and he does. He's probably feeling really good about that. He's like, dude, that's a huge pickoff.
Dr. Lupo just took out High Distortion. He just took out High Distortion.
Oh my, and look at the tears of Calamity. I mean, he's been playing the game. He's been grinding out games. And you can very clearly tell that. Now that means TM Freezy is here, and it's Dr. Lupo versus TM Freezy. Over to Fatal Fields, though. C9 blind here against Sancho West.
Both playing the ground game. Not a whole lot of mats.
C9 blind represents the Dusty Dogs.
He wants to own these. Does he know he's up there? Oh, he does!
Ooh.
That was a great tag. Taking all the shields off. Another back even. There's some great shots. It's going to be the elim easily. Blind had that. Poke after poke.
And now he just has a medkit. He's like, cool. Thanks for that. I'm going to top off and take any loot that you had. We still have 77. Now, keep in mind, this is the first game, right? Do you think there's a little bit of first game jitters happening, maybe?
It's hard. I mean, it's a lot, I feel like, harder to identify when there's 100 people you're watching to see if they've got jitters, because some people will, some people won't. You'll see a lot of people, some people just playing passive to kind of see how all their opponents are going to play when you have 99 people you have to worry about. You know, so you have to figure out how are they all going to play. Are they all going to play aggressive, passive? What's going to be the easiest path for me? You have 6 games to figure it out. Hopefully you'll figure it out in the first one. Spend the next 5 games trying to earn yourself some points. Remember, you don't get a single point until you get at least 3 eliminations.
That's right. 3, 5, and 7 are the current thresholds. Sir D
trying to shred through. He knows he's running low on mats.
He's basically got what looks like 51 HP. I mean, he's got no health, basically. I'm assuming it's 1. Can he turn things around? I mean, Choppa's keeping up the pressure, right? I feel like that's what he's going to get a heal off? No way, he did. All right, so things are looking up a little bit.
Using a whole lot of ammo just to shred through some mats. Trying to make this push a lot more confident. He's got the edit here. He's stuck in that pyramid, and he knows it. Gets the edit, and then, oh my God!
No!
Sir D takes him out.
Way!
He was literally staring down the barrel, and he manages to make the quick edit to the surprise of his opponent. And now over to Freezy and Aragon. Aragon just launched himself through.
He's up against the likes of Freezy, who's a dusty dog. Now, as you can see, if you've never watched the Fall Skirmish, hello, welcome. We're happy that you're here. This is the current spectator mode that we have coming into Fortnite as far as the skirmishes go. And then actually, we allow like more information, right? So if you look at the top right of your minimap, you can actually see all the other players around the player we're watching. Now, they obviously can't see it because that'd be cheating. We can see it, though. Again, that's just for more information for you guys at home. So, Freezy has apparently built himself up a fortress here.
Yep, and he is just about out of mats.
Okay. Now replay. Back over to Freezy. So this must have been what would just happen.
Oh, looks like wow.
No way, he exploded Dr. Lupo.
Look at that. And this forward was actually already there. Freezy looking like he came into this with not a whole lot of mats, but now he is struggling. When and if the circle starts to push these two. Outlet. In a fight.
Now over at Lucky Lane. Oh, wow. Well, he secures the elimination there, and now he just picks up the loot, maybe farms up a little, but he does have a little ways to go. This current safe zone is near Fatal Field, so it's just over the hill, really.
Over the hill, but he does have no more meds, so he's going to... This next chunk of health is going to be permanent, at least until he can find more elims, or he can lose some more meds off people. We saw in Europe, that was a big struggle, man. A lot of people... Pretty much, there was like 30 people left, only like 5 people had meds, I swear.
Yeah, pretty much.
And everyone was just trying to fight with whatever they had left, as many shields as they could possibly muster.
Over to Fear itself. Now, here's the thing. He's at the very edge of the circle, so he can semi-gatekeep a little bit. But Pineapples is up top and has high ground. He's just trying to locate him. And now we see, again, looking at the top right of your minimap, players are just moving, man. They're trying to get to the new safe zone very quickly. Now, what's interesting is the safe zone has actually moved all the way across on the east side to Gus. So it's actually, literally, there's some of the play space that is not going to be usable. And now players have to make a decision. Do I rotate early? Do I decide to just try and take fights where I can? But we'll have to see how things shake out. I mean, if I'm these players, you've got a minute and a half. And the biggest problem is, man, you've got just people in your way. You know, like Punisher, Bobby Bojangles, for example.
Pinched in between everybody. Both these people have to be careful. Bojangles. There's someone, looks like 2 players in the minimap just kind of watching this fight happen.
Punisher super low right now, but he's got the meds. He's going to be able to heal himself up. And look at this, Mac down below. And Free Agent isn't that far away.
Someone else underneath. Pushing up. Bojangles loses a little bit of health. Bobby Bojangles, he's going to use the grappler. Oh, but he builds himself in a 1-by-1.
I mean, listen, if you hear someone use a grappler, you just build a 1-by-1. You're like, all right, let's try recess.
I got no idea what direction this is. Oh, he doesn't get the trade-off. Is he actually going to get eliminated? He does!
Punisher!
Punisher with almost no health gets the peak game around the corner of his own wall. 1 elimination for him, incredibly low. He's got plenty of bandages, but there are 2 more people staring at this area.
If you're a Rift Raider, then you best be losing your mind, because Punisher, representing the Rift Raiders, just turns an engagement around. And looking at the kill feed, Nick Mercs eliminated someone, and Typical Gamer takes down SSG Cold. Pineapples eliminates Yo-Yo. Keep it up. I mean, eliminations are just happening everywhere on the map. And let's just look at this safe zone, man. Look how far away it is. And again, look how much of the map it's like literally off. Like, there's no play space. You can't use that unless, I guess, you want to build off on the side of the map and then do it that way.
And this will be one of the lower player numbered late circles potentially, since there's a lot less space. But man, that chunk that Fear itself just took. He wants to disengage. Oh, he needs to actually bandage up right now.
Yes, he has a long way to go. This player down here, Tina Reyes, I couldn't read it. I'm sorry. It happened so fast. Team Rays had a med kit, so now they can just top off. They can take this engagement. And now
Lost half of it immediately. Not just trying to outbuild, but they're running out of mats.
They've got 2 builds right now.
Team Rays hears him.
Just get one.
Couldn't get the shot. There it is.
Now,
Use them bandages.
Now there was, Fear Itself had some bandages, 7 bandages. I don't know that's enough to get them all the way to safety.
Yeah, because it's closing in. Oh,
gatekeeping happening. You talked about it, the true gatekeeping. Sitting out in the storm saying, come on, make a move.
Well, this is huge for Coop Train because this will get Coop Train a point. So Coop Train might understand, although also 2 medkits, but Coop Train might understand, hey, I might not make it, but I'll get the 1 point. This is not great for Yellow. Yellow only had a single elimination, so this Elim, he needs to be able to get the Elim, and he also needs to make it to the next zone, or he will end with 0 points. He takes a shot to the back. He's got the low ground. Coop Train makes the edit, but he loses the fight. Wow. Yellow takes the battle, gets a med kit out of it.
He doesn't have enough time. It's not enough.
No.
He only has 8 HP, and it takes 10 seconds. Storm takes once every second, so he will fall to the storm.
And
any moment now.
There
it is. FaZe Yell lost the storm. Scissors takes down Nick, 830. He has gone down, and now Kayun is here, representing Bush Bandits. Now he's just trying to, I mean, we're near Lowly Lodge right now, right? So we're trying to figure out where everyone is. Turkey Lips, though, gets a huge shot there. Oh, Kayun puts a ramp up and keeps him from grappling over.
Oh, he takes a shot in the back. Turkey Lips gets eliminated, but Kayun almost tunnel vision a little bit too hard. Didn't lose much out of that. Picks up plenty of mats. A worthwhile elimination for himself.
Oh my gosh, dude, look at the new safe zone. So again, we go north side more, so there's gonna be more effective play space, which is good. But now people are trying to figure out what they do. Do they rotate early? Do they just wait? Do they play the edges of the circle? A lot of options.
IFN trying to close this gap onto Kayun. He's got the high ground. He's listening, watching, trying to figure out where he is. They both have plenty of mats, so whoever gets this Elim is looking pretty for the last few circles, and they're very, very close, so they don't have to move much. I imagine they'll both stay in these exact positions, move by a couple of squares forward, and then sit in the next circle. But we'll see if one of them gets a little confident and wants to push. IFN has no eliminations right now. He's going to drop down.
And a chug jug. So he's feeling saucy.
Yeah, he is.
Sen Animal here, pretty much at the bottom edge of the circle. He's super far. He's super far right now. Thweefo is just above him.
Mountain climbers.
You don't, listen, we saw it last time. You just don't want to fight the mountain. The mountain always wins, every single time. And now IFN has to drive. I'm assuming he took fall damage. That's why his shields are still up. So he's going to have to top off with that chug jug. Not the most effective use, but man, you just need to have this health. It's very important. We still have 47 players left, Carpet. Just an absurd. Look at the left side of the map. What is happening at the edge of Retail Row?
Everyone caught up in the buildings. They didn't want to use mats. They're trying to use natural cover. They don't have a lot of distance to cover, but I imagine we're going to lose at least 4 of those players on the way into the circle. I don't think they have enough mats to protect themselves all the way through. IFN wants this push.
Ooh, that was close.
I don't know if that was a drop he wanted, but oh!
Did he hit him?
He didn't get any tag there. And now he's let him know that he's pushing.
Kayun playing this very methodically.
Quick edit. IFN wants to close that gap. He loses shield on that push.
Look at Kayun still untagged right now. Now IFN has to basically make a decision. He's using a lot of mats here to just kind of get new footing, and then he's probably going to have to top off with that mini, while Kayun is just running around.
IFN's just trying to find angles anywhere he can. He knows that this opponent has to move, but there it is, the tunnel vision. He's been caught up too much on this player. Now he's going to get tagged by someone else in the distance, and he has to move that exact direction. This may backfire for IFN.
And now look, in that whole, everything that just happened, Kayun just walks over and sets himself a new place, fortifies, and he's good to go. And again, take a look at the edge of Retail Row, man. So many people, Cody, Fulmer, Mac, Typical Gamer, Margosi.
We lost one since we last looked, and we're going to lose another.
He's got to protect the little puppy, Typical Gamer. Come on. You can't let Bonesy go down. That's Mocha Bonesy, by the way. Oh, I don't know about that.
This is dangerous.
He has 1 bandage right now. He's not even safe. Storm is still coming in. It's almost at his back.
Oh, with 20 health, every single one of those bullets is the end.
He might. I'm not going to jinx it.
What you got? Come on, Typical Gamer. Play it smart. You got a lot of meds, and you have 1 bandage.
Oh my gosh,
He's the game of your life.
He's literally perfectly putting down walls the moment the shots are coming out, so he's eating a lot of them, but...
Good at it, dropping down.
Okay.
Trying to misdirect, everyone staring at him.
I like using the hill there for natural cover, that's smart.
Yeah. I mean, this is the point where he has no choice
boy.
but to use almost all of his mats. He's made it into the next zone, and he has protected himself temporarily. Explode would pretty much take him out, or anyone with a whole lot of ammo and a whole lot of time to kill.
And now Sen Animal is here in an engagement. Look how many players are now starting to funnel their way in here toward the racetrack. Still 40 players.
Animal.
That's so many.
Animal's trying to get some knowledge on where Blind is.
Blind has 4 eliminations. One more, and that would give him that next threshold of 5 eliminations, which would give him 2 points here in game number 1. That could be huge, man.
By like the end of the second or third game, only up to 20 people even had a single point.
That's right.
In Europe, so it is difficult to earn points.
We've got another 30 seconds here before this storm starts to overtake this area, and players need to make it to the safe zone, which is it's going to be tight. Especially with, like, look at this tunneling already happening. I mean, you can even see, like, the likes of Zader still alive. Hamlin's is still alive. We saw him there.
72 Hours is smack in the middle of the new zone. Blind with 40 limbs right behind him. C9 Bandit. 5-9 players. 8 eliminations between the two of them.
Look at that. So Bandit and Blind both, like you said, man, 4 eliminations. 1 more puts them at 5. They're very close to that threshold. Not Tfue is down as well. And just look how many players, again, next right behind them is Thweefo. He's got 3, so he just got himself a point. Look how many players had 2 eliminations. They were so close to making that 3 and that getting that first point. Kanyun is still here. So now we got 60 seconds. All right, 60 seconds. The storm is going to move in and encompass this safe zone. And then we're going to get a new circle. And that's pretty much where things are going to pretty much get out of control. They're going to get chaotic extremely quickly, because not only do people have to make their way to the new safe zone, but they're all going to be stepping on each other's toes, taking each other out in the process, even falling to the storm.
Blind and Bandit are actually also both Dusty Dogs, both with 4 eliminations. They could be getting their club quite a lot of points just this first match.
Dusty Dogs, blow up the chat right now. Definitely support your team. Still, look how many people are still left alive. Senrio is there, Lavak,
Typical gamer still alive.
Oh my gosh. He's keeping the little pupper alive.
I don't think he's gonna make it much longer. So many reticles aiming towards him.
There really is. And here you go, man. We're
and
about to get a new safe zone.
Mats. I think he's running low on mats. He's trying to pump through his metal. Oh, no, he's got plenty. I'm a liar.
This is, he has 3 eliminations, so I'm assuming he must have picked up.
He's still hanging out with not much help, though. And no meds.
So the new safe zone, it is northeast. And look how many players in the top right of the minimap are already scrambling to get in and fortify.
Oh my God.
This is where we're going to see the lobby basically just about cut in half.
We're going to go from 35 to, make a prediction. What do you think?
I don't even, 20.
18.
50, okay.
I'm thinking 18, you got 20?
20.
Let's see who makes it.
All right, here we go. 35 seconds, and then it all goes down. 20, come on.
Bandit wants that 5th elim. Come on, give me the shot. Get me the snipe. I think we've only seen one. We only caught one. One snipe in Europe. You want to open us up with an early one, Bandit? I dare you. I dare you.
Wait, he tried. He tries to go for the cleanup there. He's taking shots from everywhere else, though.
It's so difficult taking fights this late in the game when there's still 34 people left alive. All of them hugging the south side of the circle.
This is it.
Bandit needs that 5th. He needs that 5th elim.
If he dives down here, they're literally on for you, Bandit. Just take him. He's getting tagged from the top again. Oh!
IFN coming in behind Bandit. Blind did get to 5 eliminations, so he will earn 2 points.
Hamlin's takes down Naga. Risker takes down a player. Monster takes down Risker. Email takes down Squad. Big Brain, IFN. Zate eliminates. Cowboy is old. We're down to 25 people currently in the lobby, and we still have another 30 seconds before the new safe zone. My goodness. I was, by the way, closer because I said 20. You said 18. I win.
We're not done yet. Still closing.
All right. I see you. 13 seconds. Players are still making their way safely. As safe as possible. Look at this replay coming out from Hamlin's. That edit play. The cheeky edit takes down Bolt Naga. And Now we're back over to blind.
It was 24. You were closer. Hamlin's pitching a player that was caught between two. Blind found himself in a pretty safe spot. No one's safe now. You can see how far that circle is from the zone. The north side player's in a kind of better place, but I don't know if I call it a whole lot. That got quite the marathon. We'll see if we have the same mat problem as we did in Europe, right? In Europe, we had this problem where right around now, a lot of players went on into mats. Definitely not Kayun, though.
Kayun has somehow retained 900, basically 1,000 wood and 800 brick. How? Zayt, though, goes down to the likes of Ginger Pop. I bet you Ginger Pop's really excited about that. A huge find there. Base Soldier's still up. We're down to 19 players.
Blind sees a friend. He's got 5 limbs. Can he make it 6? He gets a huge tag on him. Now he's going to play a little bit more safe.
Chap is still alive. He just took down Ginger Pop, who eliminated Zayt. Now we're down to 18. Carpet, things are looking pretty bleak right now. Another 30 seconds. It's all the time they've got.
They're bleak for 16 players at least.
That's true. Someone looks like they've already made it into the safe zone, and they're doing their best to gatekeep, but
15 players left. Mayhem. All the materials just getting thrown out. Blind slowly running out.
Oh, he makes the edit. It's not high enough.
Oh, it moves him. Not where he wanted, but it moved him.
I don't even know. He's going to continue to take storm damage here. He needs to move a little bit quicker. Stop reloading and move forward.
Oh.
It's not enough. Cloaksy takes him down. Ghost News drops down on Cloaksy, though.
He's got almost no health. Active health of 42. Active health of only 10, so fall damage. Something he cannot take. He needs to stay on the ground. Chap up here, sitting pretty. He's got a decent kit. I'd say so. I want to see some grapple plays.
Dude, Chap representing Bush Bandits. He's in a very advantageous spot, maintaining the high ground. And now look, they have to go back the way they came in this next circle. So now they just have to move along, and they have to hope. Because don't forget, there was a bunch of structures built there, so they have to navigate back over the structures that everyone built.
It's actually gonna be pretty difficult. Probably don't own much. 10 players left. You don't earn points until you're in top 5. Top 9 now. Demo trying to move with the circle, trying to stay ahead of the pack. He sees one in front of him. He gets knocked down.
This is getting really intense very quickly. Still 9 players left alive. Mac goes down to a trap that was set by Ghost Kayun. Unbelievable. Now Lavik is here engaging another player. Again, we've literally gone from 9 to 8 players. There's still 8 players left alive in this tiny little space, and they have to move yet again, but this time it's to the northwest.
What you got? You see him? You see him? Make the push. Nope.
He doesn't have any mats.
No, he does not.
Kayun, look at him.
Somehow he ran out all of his.
He sees the med kit. He's going for it. Yeah.
Oh, no! Bizzle!
It's Bizzle. And then look, 72 hours very quickly takes down Bizzle. Lavok falls and didn't stick to the landing. Wait, does that mean it's...
There's 4 left.
Is it 72 hours Chap? Who else is still alive right now?
Getting chunked 72 hours.
It's DMO as well?
DMO's got 1 elim. But at this point, top 5.
He takes him.
Points.
No
72 hours
way.
takes him out.
So look,
Chap's got 1 elim at the top.
Chap knows exactly that it's 72 hours. He's like, Tom is down here below me.
He's trying to make it hard to get knocked down.
It's Liquid Chap versus Liquid 72 hours.
Only 2 elims for 72 and 1 elim for Liquid Chap. If 72 hours takes this, he'll get 4 points.
70. No! Oh, he drops him down. Teammates going out here, but
there
Chap
it is!
Secures the elimination there and takes down 72. That means he is going to get himself a victory Royale. Now, unfortunately, he did not meet the elimination threshold, so he's only going to be getting 3 points, but if Europe taught us anything, is that 3 points is basically enough for top 20.
It most definitely is. It's going to be huge for him. I imagine his opponent didn't have, at 72 hours, have any mats left? I don't know.
It looked, he dropped wood, brick, and what looks like metal there. Now, how many of those things?
I mean, that could be 2 or 1 of each.
Could be.
Could be. I mean, that's one of the biggest problems we saw in Europe is that by the end, there was always just 3 or 4 players that had nothing left. You saw how many people fell to their death. That happens almost every game. Someone's went for the high ground, runs out of mats, and is like,
what do I do now?
Now what? They don't have an escape plan. They were just hoping to make as long as they could, and all of a sudden they realized there's still 6 people left. They're like, no, I'm not top 5. And then they're falling to their death. It happens, man. It happens.
Oh, my gosh.
Too many decisions to make. Too many people.
Oh, my gosh. Let's take a look at the club standings. Now, don't forget, This is coming out. So currently 1,110 points. Bush Bandits lead the way. 975 for Fortnite, 850 for Dusty Dogs, 835 for the Rift Raiders, and 625 for the Lucky Llamas. Now keep in mind, that's before coming in to the NA, the 6 games of NA. And before the trials this week, which, by the way, we have a little something special planned for that, so stay tuned for that.
More bragging that you know stuff that we don't.
Okay, first of all, it's going to be cool.
What?
It's going to be awesome. But, dude, that first game was crazy. There was a lot of cool things that happened. A lot of players show up for the first game as well. You know, I think this is kind of like setting the tone, right? Setting the pace of the next 5 games we're going to have to get through. And, I mean, first off, this whole engagement here at Viking Village, you know, Daquan, and then eventually Nick A30 cleaning up those eliminations. And for it to come down to the likes of Liquid 72 Hours and Liquid Chap, I mean...
People talk about those players a lot, and it's for good reason. Obviously, those players are talented, especially when it gets down to that absolute chaos. The amount of match they had towards the end still kept them safe. Might have been towards the very, very end of 72 Hours was struggling in that very last circle. That's where it gets tough. You know, that's why obviously you opt for the low ground. You need less mats. You have to build down.
Yeah, and
protect yourself from underneath.
So I actually had an opportunity to catch up with 72 Hours yesterday. I was like, hey, man, you know, do you have like a plan going into week 1 or week 2 for NA? And he was like, so here's what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go the northeast half of the map, and then I'm going to look to farm materials. And I hope that everyone farms materials because that's what I want to do.
Did you just tell everybody his plan?
I mean, I didn't say where specifically. I just know that he's going.
You have a quarter of the map now if you want to hunt him down. North,
there you go.
North.
Good luck. It's 72.
Northwest or northeast?
Northeast.
That corner.
I mean, northwest, south,
camera, right?
southeast.
South, north.
South, north. Unbelievable.
South, north side.
Now, if you guys are just tuning in and you're curious about the rosters, let's take a look at the clubs and the rosters that are joining us this week for week number 2. So again, we're starting off with Bush Bandits.
You don't have to read them out loud again.
I know. There's so many.
A lot. Let them do it.
All right.
They can do some work.
Okay.
Chat. You guys can read, all right? You can figure it out.
But again, let's not forget, man, at the end of the 6 weeks, the club with the most amount of points is going to walk away with an additional prize. So not only are these players showing up, they're like, look, I'm aiming for that 1 spot. I want to be #1 this week. They're also looking to earn and accrue club points. So like, let's say hypothetically, right, one of these clubs is like Rift Raiders. Let's say Rift Raiders, all 20 of them are all top 20. That's going to be huge. This could just be like a gigantic dump of points into a club.
That's pretty much, I think you've won.
I think that, well, I mean, it's only week 2. We still have 4 more weeks.
Nope, I'm calling it.
That's it.
Can't stop me.
Cube Kids have made the decision. That's where we are at.
That's right, we have.
That is right. But now, I mean, again, so Chap takes the victory out there. So he gets himself 3 points, which is huge, I mean, honestly. And, yeah, man, we've got basically 5 additional games left to play. What are your thoughts out of that first game?
I mean, everyone's going to be trying to figure out exactly what it is they're up against with their opponents, right? Are their opponents going to play hyper aggressive? Is everyone going to play defensive? Are they going to play a little bit passive? How's positioning will work for rotations? Once the next circle pops, does everyone go right away? Do they not? Competitive players obviously have an idea and they know what they're looking for, and they obviously know how a lot of their opponents are going to play. But things get a little bit different with different item changes. Things get just a little bit different in general with competitive. Like when there's actually a tournament, you can scrim all you want. But once it actually goes into competitive play, everyone plays a little bit different. You know, meds and mats are a huge pain point, and that's nothing. That's no surprise.
Right.
That is what's going to get you into multiple engagements. If you want to get 7+ elims, guess what you need a lot of? Probably meds and mats. You're gonna take damage in some of these fights. That's okay. You're not perfect, and if you are, by all means, please do it. We all want to watch. If you're absolutely perfect, go ahead and play the whole game with no meds. We saw who was it? It was typical gamer, run about no meds for like 6 minutes at 25 health. I cannot believe.
He tried so hard to protect the pupper, and he got pretty far there, all things considered, and he just like never found mats. Like there was just never an opportunity for it.
No mats, no meds.
Even Kayun, you saw, remember that one point right toward the end, Kayun was like, I have like maybe less than half HP. He saw the med kit, jumps down, and then it was just like, Bizzle was like, hey man, that med kit looks really enticing.
And
elimination.
Kayan, how many mats did he have going into that? Like almost 2,000. By the time he picked up the med kit, he had like 200.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we talked a little bit about it last time, and I'll kind of reiterate. Mat efficiency. Material efficiency is, I think, one of the more ethereal, more difficult things in this game, especially in solo play, because you cannot cover all your angles at once.
Yep.
Like, mentally, it's so difficult to know exactly where everybody is, especially when it gets down to 30 people in a circle like the size of my fist. What are you supposed to do? Everyone's stacked on top of each other. But in general, every single bit of mat that you can reserve is going to help you in the late game. You see how many people fall to their death. How many people just end up losing a fight because they can't put something down. If you just reserved a little bit, I'm not saying that you did bad. You did better than anybody else. That's why you're here. But it will be where I think the scene starts to evolve into, is being able to start having a little bit more map awareness.
Yeah.
And then a little more map awareness as well, knowing who's around it.
Couldn't agree with you more, my friend. If you
Yeah,
guys
I didn't
at
think
home,
so.
Didn't think so. For you guys at home, what are your thoughts? How are you enjoying the Fall Skirmish? Let us know with that hashtag Fall Skirmish. Tweet at us.
Is that
Tweet
what
us
it is?
your, it is. Can you see it? Can you?
I've only heard you say
there
it like 6 times.
You are welcome. I got to
go-
remind you guys at home, and don't forget to rep your favorite club. There's 5 of them. Actually, there's the unspoken 6th.
It is very spoken, and we are the best. We're the Cube Kids, and you can't shut us down.
The Cube Kids,
Yeah.
there you have
We
it.
shall revolt
Against me?
against anyone that's not the Cube Kids.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good. I was like, look, just leave me out of this.
We're
I'm
welcoming
just-
to everybody, but we also are better than everybody.
Fair.
But you can join us, and then you're better than everybody else.
So we should just
That's how it
take
works.
the 5 clubs and put them in the Cube Kids.
And then everyone's the best. And then we're
so
all
is
Cube
it like
Kids.
the Cube Kids or is it Kevin's kids?
Represent. No, that's weird.
Kevin, though. Kevin.
It's still weird.
Oh, gosh. Let's take a look at the standings. I'm going to cut you off.
Yeah, please
Standings
do.
for the first
Clearly.
game of the day. So right at the top, Liquid Chat, we saw him drop Victory Royale. Again, he did not meet the first elimination threshold, so he's going to get 3 points. That's still a lot of points coming out of the first game. And second was Blind. Next up, Liquid 72 Hours. Ranger and Cloaksy are your top 5. I mean, even look, so we saw KU survive. He's currently in 16th. He has no points, so he did not meet the elimination threshold. And don't
Can you
forget,
believe that?
I know, it's tough. It's hard, man. When you take literally the top performing gamers across the world and say, hey, we should all get in a tiny lobby, and we should all duke it out. And then everyone's like, oh, but you're also good. And they're like, but you're good.
Yeah.
And it just, you know,
You
this is
also,
what
don't know,
happens.
you also don't know when you're going to run into these people. You have no idea when in the lobby you're going to run. I mean, you can predict. So some people have landing tendencies, obviously.
Yes.
So you know who to avoid.
Chap typically likes to go Wailing Woods, so I'm curious to see. I believe after the update to Season 6, I believe Chap really enjoys going Wailing Woods because of, I guess, like an update to the actual place itself. There's some new little neat things to go check out in Wailing Woods. So if you haven't had time to hop in to Season 6, you need to do that because there's a lot of things that changed. Like Kevin.
Kevin has become a small cube god. He's
He's
holding up a large piece of land,
It's
he-
beautiful.
and he also makes funny sounds when you go into his little vortex.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's pretty incredible. But now we are hopping in to game number 2. Now, here's the thing that we didn't see a lot of, Carpet, and that is, like, tools, right? We didn't see anyone... We saw some grapplers, right? Mostly for navigation. We didn't really see it used often.